Are you as excited as I am? As I am for this upcoming Habs season? Then join me for my Montreal Canadiens season preview. You might learn something you didn't already know.
Welcome to Talking Habs, where you get your daily fix of Bleu Blanc Rouge.
With the 2022-23 NHL season just a couple of days away, the excitement is ramping up. In year one of the rebuild, expectations remain low in terms of wins and losses, but high when it comes to the development of some young prospects like Uri Slafkovsky and Caden Gooley and some other prospects. As the picture gets clearer, let's go over a few things.
Who is out from last year's roster and who is in to start the season on the roster this year? Jeff Petrie and Ryan Poehling out in a trade to Pittsburgh in exchange for Mike Matheson and a draft pick. Alex Romanov traded to the New York Islanders in exchange for the 13th overall pick that was used to get Kirby Dach. Arturi Lehkonen sent to Colorado. We got a first-round pick and Justin Barron. Tyler Toffoli off to Calgary for Emil Heineman and a first-round pick. Ben Sherratt to Florida Panthers for a first-round pick, and I can't remember who else. Brett Kulak sent to Edmonton Oilers. Shea Weber's contract, because Shea Weber did miss all last season, but his contract was sent to the Vegas Golden Knights. Carey Price, not sent anywhere, but he'll be out the whole season due to injury. Laurent Dauphin to UFA status. Tyler Pitlick, same thing. Cedric Paquette, I think the same thing, and Matthew Perreault has retired. On the in, Uri Slafkovsky, the first overall pick, will start the season with the team. Caden Gooley has made the team, and he'll be a top four defenseman as far as I can see. Arbor Jacki has made the team, probably because Joel Edmondson has been injured and will be out for a long time. Jonathan Kovacevic, the new waiver wire pickup, has made it. Evgeny Dadonov, the guy we got in exchange for Shea Weber's contract. Sean Monahan, who we got for like nothing, with a first-round pick. He'll make the team to start. Kirby Dach, we got traded that pick that we got for Alex Romanov. Mike Matheson and Jordan Harris has made the team. Let's look at the management and coaching staff. Vice President of Hockey Operations is Jeff Gorton. The GM is Kent Hughes. And Special Consultant to the GM, Vinny Lecavalier. I think they've been doing a banged-up job, too. Head Coach, Marty St. Louis. Bench Coach, Trevor Letowski. Power Play Coach, Alex Burrows. Penalty Kill and Defensive Coach, Stefan Robida. Skills Coach, Adam Nicholas. And Special Consultant, Marie-Philippe Poulin. The 2021-2022 record was 22, 49, and 11 for 55 points and a 32nd place finish. In the entry draft, they won the draft lottery for first pick. The first selection was Uri Slafkovsky, 26th overall, Philip Machar, 33rd overall, Owen Beck, and in a later round, I think the third round, was Lane Hudson. I think these guys are going to be the standouts from that draft.
For all my talk of excitement for this season, unfortunately the outlook will be bleak, as the Habs challenge for the bottom of the league in the Connor Bedard sweepstakes. It's the first year of the rebuild, and with a handful of top prospects on the 23-man roster, development will be job number one for the coaching staff. Wins and losses won't matter nearly as much as how the kids progress through the season. Now, there's a logjam at the forward position with 14 forwards listed on the roster, which should mean two vets will sit in the press box almost every night. At center, I'm hearing Sean Monahan's going to shift over to the right wing. So the centers should be, in order,
Nick Suzuki, 1C. Kirby Dach, 2C. Christian Dvorak, 3C. And Jake Evans, 4C.
The logjam of veterans should clear up by the trade deadline when the veterans with expiring contracts, I would expect, are dealt. And probably Mike Hoffman as well, even though he has 2 years remaining. That's kind of what I'm expecting. That'll make room for players like Jesse Alonen and Raphael Harvey-Pinard and probably a couple of others to join the 23-man roster for the rest of the season. New captain Nick Suzuki is a quiet leader. He leads on the ice and speaks up in the room when he needs to. The players do like and respect him. He's surrounded by team leaders in Brendan Gallagher, Joel Edmondson, Josh Anderson, Caden Gooley, and yes, Caden Gooley will be a leader on this team, Mike Matheson, and Jake Allen. So there's an abundance of leadership to help guide Nick and the team, and especially the kids that are coming up. Size has been an issue on the Habs for like a really long time, especially on the defense, as has physicality and toughness. And I want to even say meanness. That shouldn't be an issue now with the additions of
Juraj Slavkovsky, 6'4", Caden Gooley, 6'2", Kirby Dach, 6'4", Jonathan Kovacevic, 6'4", and Arbor Jacki, 6'4". The days of pushing the Habs around, bullying them, or intimidating them, I think are over. And Arbor Jacki and Caden Gooley can be downright mean sometimes. So if you want to play that way, we're going to be capable. The smaller guys like Caulfield will benefit greatly from the added size, with a lot more room to move out there in all three zones. Dirty players like a Tom Wilson will have to deal with Carnage Jacki or Caden Gooley or Mike Pezzetta or Josh Anderson. Time for a few predictions. 2022-23 record, 25, 45, and 12. 62 points, and I think a bottom 5 finish, which means no worse than a 7th overall pick. Nick Suzuki, point a game, 82 points. Cole Caulfield just might score 40 plus. If the power play is good this season, Caulfield's going to get a bunch on the power play. Team's defense group challenges for league's worst goals allowed. Arbor Jacki averages 1 fight per game. Kirby Dach establishes himself at 2C. And some final thoughts. We have to be patient through the rebuild. It's year 1 and the team is on the right path with a vision of how to reach their goals. This team needs Arbor Carnage Jacki. You could say desperately, he needs to make the team. As I'm writing, the news came in that Arbor has in fact made the team. The road to a 25th Stanley Cup has begun.